Welcome back everyone to Surviving the Ur-Quan Masters. I'm your host Frosty536 and we are going to now finally get the Aqua Helix. In order to get the Aqua Helix we need to visit the Thraddash. They are up somewhere. We have the home world that we can visit, and they are in the Draconis cluster. Now we need to find out which space portal will get us there. It looks like quasi-space portal A, which is still quite far away from them, but we will definitely use them and make our way to them. Alright. Like I said, it might be quite a distance, but that's fine. Quasi-space portal. And A is this one over here. I don't think we've actually been to this one yet. It's an unknown. Okay, star map. Draconis is here. So we need this, Delta Draconis, which is actually the home world. I think we're gonna go there first. Just want to check something. Did the Ur-Quan disappear? Did they get their asses handed to each other? That's interesting. They like completely disappeared. I wouldn't have expected that. Okay, so we're gonna have to be careful. We do have a very strong ship at the moment. And we can speak to them, see what they have to say, and maybe they'll be nice to us. Or maybe they took each other out. Who knows? Okay, let's see. I don't see them here. Maybe they took each other out. That would be quite interesting. Looks like they did. Scan. Oh, I didn't expect this. Okay, well, we should have seen the Thraddash. Aw, man. And maybe what we did was fortuitous. It's the first time that I actually haven't tried to go for the Ur-Quan. I think the Ur-Quan took each other out. That is actually quite sad, actually. Okay, the Thraddash are usually actually like, you know, they're like the Ur-Quan. They are warmongers. Maybe I did the galaxy a favor. I'll put a picture of them out for you guys so you can see what they actually look like. That's actually quite a surprise on my side. Okay, let's take a look and see what they have to say. Everyone and everything on this planet has been destroyed, Captain. Wow. Okay. Alright, let's navigate. Let's take this opportunity to maybe visit some of these planets and then go to Zeta Draconis. I think I saw a ruby world right here, or is this a Radioactive planet. Let's find out. Looks like a ruby world. Oh, magma world. Never mind. Okay. Let's go visit some of the other planets around here. Quite surprised, actually. But you know what? Zeta Draconis. Let's go there. There's Beta. Beta. Alpha. I'm gonna go here as well. No, maybe not. Yeah, let me go here. Just to check it out. Like I said, guys, I am pretty surprised at this turn of events. That does mean that we're going to be struggling a little bit. But also, maybe we can get to the Rainbow World. I'm not sure where the Rainbow World is in this area, but anyway. Treasure World. Oh my word, look at the size of these things, but look at the weather. Okay, let's see if we can make it. Okay. I don't see a problem with that. But now you can see like these super hot. Even my heat shields are not handling it, but that's fine. We'll make it. Whoa. Okay. Let's go. Maybe we can see some other planets around here. But I'm not going to spend a lot of time over here. Look, some of these planets, because they are closer to these places, they are in fact very wealthy when it comes to... Oh my word, okay. Hello, MrrnMrrm.
I must warn you, Captain. This is the time of the month we MrrnMrrm drive exceptionally hard bargains. Beware. Now, what can we do for you today? What would you like to sell, Captain?
Do I have anything?
The 159 units of biological data we downloaded from your ship earn you 318 credits.
Cool.
What trade items would you like to buy today?
Okay, information.
How wonderful, Captain.
Current events.
You may have noticed the presence of an increasingly large number of red probe vessels, which move with great speed and attack relentlessly. We are sorry to say that this is our catalog item 2418B. Do not blame us. We are not responsible for this violent folly. The product is not being used in a correct manner. Should you wish to confront the actual wrongdoers, we suggest you search the planets invaded Korh-Ah for the probe's owners.
Okay.
Not more than 50 years ago, the Druge were informed by the now extinct Vervixies race of a powerful alien nation called the Utwig. The Utwig, the Vervixies explained, were pleasant, sophisticated creatures, but they were also terminally depressed, and often spoke about ending their lives by activating a super weapon, some kind of gigantic bomb, which they had found on one of their worlds. Zeta Hyades 6b, I think it was. The Druge recognized the description of the bomb as a precursor planetarian tool, which indeed was an explosive device of unrivaled power, and they set out to make it their own. Though the revolting, criminal, insidious Druge rarely leave their sphere of influence, it encompasses Algol, Almagas, and the Persei stars. They made a special trip on this occasion to the Aquarii constellation, where they made contact with the Utwig. There is a device commonly known as the Ultron. Is it now in your possession? Ah, I see. The Druge sold this device to the Utwig, explaining that it was a precursor personal magnifier, which would enrich the lives of their entire culture in too many ways to describe specifically. The Utwig, I am sorry to say, fell for the Druge's foul ruse and snapped up the Ultron immediately. Fortunately for us all, the Utwig did not pay the Druge's requested price, the super bomb, and instead gave him a collection of historical oddments and genuine artifacts, which to this day the Druge are trying to unload on unwary buyers. The Utwig, who live in the Aquarii constellation, have grown very depressed of late. They accidentally broke the supposed Ultron sold to them by the felonious Druge. As a consequence, they are morose and melancholic, and will probably be unwilling to help you fight the Ur-Quan. If you wish to gain them as allies, we recommend that you acquire the broken Ultron, as if it ever worked, and find some suitable replacement parts. Our information indicates that you could find these items in 3 different places. A rosy sphere at the Druge trade world, an aqua helix somewhere in Thraddash space, and a clear spindle, which is currently in the possession of the Precursor. Captain, that was the last current event we have for sale.
Thank you.
What else would you like to buy? It has been a pleasure dealing with you, Captain. We look forward to your next visit.
Likewise, MrrnMrrm. Okay, so Zeta Draconis will be next. Okay, let's see. Carbide. Star map. Oh, they're very close. I wonder if I can actually help them before they get there. Eta Draconis. This is Zeta, Theta, Iota, Epsilon, Gamma. Where? Oh, I think I found it. C. Okay, that is C Draconis. This is Zeta Draconis. Okay, let's go. A bit useful, I think. Alright, let's have a look-see. There are a few places we can visit, but I think this one at the bottom over here would be the best. There we go. think this might be the place. It's one of these planets. Just gotta find it. There we go. Dispatch. Okay, tectonics is class 7. So we're gonna have to be very careful. Maybe we can land on it. There we go. Captain, we have discovered some sort of alien shrine here on the surface. The building is immensely old, at least 2,000 years. Inscribed around the perimeter of the cylindrical shrine are innumerable hieroglyphics which document the history of each of the 19 Thraddash cultures. From what we have seen, we have learned that the Thraddash have risen to star-faring technology at least 3 separate times, only to nuke themselves back into the Stone Age again and again. The real surprise, Captain, was what we found inside the shrine. We knew the Thraddash kept something down here, but we didn't know what it was until we went inside the shrine. In the exact middle of the structure was a tall dais of white stone. Set atop this dais was an immense aqua gemstone, somehow shaped into a flat twisted ribbon like a DNA helix. The aqua helix emitted incredible light pulses, illuminated the cavernous shrine like a giant strobe light. At least it did. Until Private Hendricks decided to see what would happen if he grabbed the artifact. The helix immediately ceased glowing, and this has remained quiescent ever since. Big word. We will bring the aqua helix back aboard the ship for further investigation. Let's go. I like. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's manifest the device. Aqua helix device and the perfect Ultron, which does nothing, but what we're going to do is we're actually going to go back home. So let's go. Star map. Star map. Star map. And there we go. Okay, manifest device, quasi space portal. Okay, we're gonna go home first. I would like to see what they say about the Ultron. Maybe something new will be brought about it. Okay. Let's go. Alright, let's make our way to our planet. Nope, not that way. What will they say?
Welcome back, Captain.
Nothing. Minerals.
Keep it coming, Captain.
Yeah. Scientists.
The analysis reads as follows. Subject, Ultron. Data. We have determined that the so-called Ultron is in fact the appendages of Dawn, described in the Precursor fragment found on Rigel in 2123. In the partially translated Precursor text, the device is described as a mental amplifier which focuses mental energies of the holder for the purpose of discrete change. Unfortunately, human brain emanations do not seem compatible with the Ultron, nor do those of the allied species we have tested. Summary? Perhaps the Utwig who claim to understand this device can shed some light on its true function and power. That's the end of our scientist's report. Goodbye, Captain.
Okay. Right, it looks like our Shafixty guys are not going to help us much, but let's check out Shipyard. We do have one more space. But still nothing. Okay. Which is fine. We're gonna go out again, outfit my starship with some fuel. Fuel is rather expensive these days. Okay, looks like we won't be able to help the Pekunk. Or maybe we can. Let's see if we can make it to them. Maybe we can stop them somehow. Is there a way to get to them quicker? L. Okay. Manifest device. L is here. If we can stop them somehow. I think that'll help us. We don't want our Pekunk brethren to... Okay. Let's go.
We are dedicated to returning home to heal our dysfunctional species structure. We understand that you mean well, but there is nothing you can do to dissuade us this time.
Okay. Turn back our most mystical device, the Ouija board. Gave us a definite no when we asked about your trip.
This is an ominous portent. We must consult our spirit guides before proceeding. Unfortunately, we will have to return home to do this properly. Thank you for your consent.
Good. Star map. Manifest device. Star map. And B. Okay, they're going back. Good. The Utwig. Delta Aquari. Okay, they are at Beta Aquari. Okay, let's run into them. There we go, converse.
Just go away. Leave us to ponder our grief.
Hey guys, guess what we got? We've got the Ultron. Want to see it?
Ah! Should I set my gaze upon such a sight, I might suffer sleepless nights for years on end. It is a symbol of the collective Utwig failure. It is our ultimate tragedy. Ah! Every divot, Every crack on its surface is etched forever in my soul. Remove it from my sight, lest I purge my... Hey, that is not the devastated Ultron. It is the image of the Ultron before. A trick. A trick! Oh, I had no idea that any species could sink so low. How dare you try to manipulate me with that cheap stage prop? Why, it's not even... Hey, wait a second. It looks like... Can it be? Yes, it is a miracle. Oh, happy day. Joyous occasion. You have our eternal thanks, good captain. You will be immortalized as the blessed figure that delivered unto us our future. We will revere your very likeness. Let me take the Ultron. Yes, I feel the link, the knowledge, and the power. It seems there is much to do. Indeed, it seems that you should proceed to the second moon of the sixth planet of Zeta Hyades, and take what you find there. We no longer have need for it. But the Ultron reveals that you will. I thank you for your part in the grand scheme. We now recover that which is ours via destiny, and proceed to perform our essential service for the universe. But wait! The Ultron throbs and whistles. Matters of significance are being relayed to our brains. Oh, it has been so long since we communicated with the Ultimate in such a manner. But slowly, the truth is revealed. Our destiny. We have been directed to join with our Supox allies and attack... you! No, wait, that's wrong. Sorry. We attack your enemies. The Ur-Quan and the Korh-Ah. No, that's not quite right either. What? Oh, okay. We must strike only the black ships, only the Korh-Ah. In addition, we will grant you the boon of our Jugger starship designs, as well as a supply of trained starship commanders. Our Juggers are nigh invincible. I can also say with certainty that our allies, the Supox, will give you the same assistance. Together, we shall defeat the Korh-Ah, or at least provide you with a few more months to find a more permanent solution. Now, Captain, we must leave to prepare our battle fates. Wish us luck.
Good luck, my friends. Okay, star map. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay. Hyades. Where is it? Okay, let's go and get the bomb. Okay, so it's probably going to be... Oh, gotta now figure out where. Oh, sixth planet. But while we're here, let's check this out. Ooh. Okay, let's go get all the lovely stuff. Awesome. Okay, let's look around. So they say it's the sixth planet, which we can get to. I think I'm gonna go to here first, and then count. Ooh, another treasure world. Okay. Maybe I should have brought some more storage space, but anyway. Okay, good. Navigate. So nice. Zeta 80s, very cool. Okay, let's try here. Crimson World. Okay, time to shoot some stuff. Okay. Okay, so that green gas giant seems to be one we can actually take a look at. Hydrocarbon, nope. Okay, let's go. First one we're gonna go to is the first moon. I know it's the second moon, but I just want to see what we have over here. Crimson World. Nothing. Okay. Okay. Ooh, there's some Druge over here. Let's save. Because I don't trust them, actually. Converse.
Fancy meeting you here, Captain.
True Starship Captain, justify your presence here.
We, the appointed representatives of the Crimson Corporation, merely come to obtain the fair and reasonable payment for our goods. We traveled to this region of space years ago to sell the useless Ultron device to the Utwig. We knew even then of the weapon on the surface below us. This was to be our price, but the Utwig used a clever ploy to cheat us. I had convinced the morose Utwig fools that the Ultron was the answer to all of their pitiful dreams. Powers? The Proctor's wine. Will it give us the powers we crave? I assured them that, yes, the Ultron would give them the second sight. The Ultron would allow them to see into the past and the future. The Ultron would slowly imbue each of them with unique secret powers of great significance. The Ultron would ensure that their race's huge potential for greatness would be fulfilled. Then a mistake was made. Enough foolishness. We will take the Precursor device from the surface and then leave. Thereafter, I may see fit to bequeath the entire planet to you, Captain, for your invaluable services in the past, provided you need them.
This Precursor artifact does not belong to you. It is rightfully ours. Stand aside.
Liar! It is we who are the genuine owners. Not you, Captain. Those many years ago, when we offered the Ultron to the Utwig, how they capered and laughed at their good fortune. Fools. Then they begged to hold the device, just for a moment. To close the deal, I permitted this. A grievous mistake. The moment the High Prompter touched the Ultron, her body arched and her eyes rolled back in her head. She began to babble meaningless phrases and howl like a beast. We had expected the Utwig to fall for our cell, to buy the useless device, but never with such gusto. Their self-doubt and lack of clear reason left them vulnerable to our every manipulation. But then, the Proctor's body relaxed, and her eyes slowly closed. When they reopened, her visual orbs shone with a wild and frightening light. This is all we could have dreamed of, and more, she intoned. And now, Drew, as to your price. I opened my mouth to speak, but before I could utter a word, the Proctor interrupted. Wait! The Ultron feeds your thoughts directly to me. Do not speak. I know that you desire. What could I say? That the Ultron was a farce and could do no such thing? I was stunned and silent. The Proctor continued. You Druids of the Crimson Corporation desire an object of great antiquity, something of secret function and value. Very well, it shall be done. And with that, we were led to a small vault. The Proctor ceremoniously opened the door of the vault and explained that because we had been of such great service, all of the treasures within were now ours. Inside we found a hodgepodge of ancient and useless artifacts, a glowing rod, an absurd trident, and more such junk. I could see no way to salvage the disastrous situation at that time. But when I heard of you, your travels, and your foolish quest for freedom, I realized that you could be the agent of our justice. And lo, it is so. You have heard our justification. It is valid and unassailable. Now go, and do not return.
Regardless of your feelings in this matter, we will not take the device.
No, you will not. We know your soul, young captain. It is no brighter than ours. We acknowledge our greed. We revel in it. You are the dishonest one, hiding your shame in shadows. You fabricate justifications, rationales. In the end, we are just the same. But now you stand in our way. You will not be moved. Therefore, we will add your true name to our ledger of hatred. But first, die, child, die!
Okay. Well, we'll send your guy. Okay. Okay, let's try. Okay, so much for them. Okay, let's see what's down here. We found a huge precursor device on the planet's surface. A giant black cylinder set within a simple defensive grid. We have already neutralized the grid. Well, actually, Jenkins just drove through it by accident, and it seemed to work. The artifact is covered with precursor script, and although we can't translate all the writing, it is pretty clear that it is a warning, repeated again and again. The energy output of this artifact is scary. It rivals all our ship's engines at redline. Maybe, Sir Bold Captain, I would advise that we not experiment with this device until we are back at the starbase. We shall now return to the ship with the black cylinder device carefully stowed in the cargo area. Cool. Okay, I think let's check around over here before we decide to go back and see if there are any other planets we can... Ooh, let's go to this side. If there are any other planets that are worth our time, not this one, because we already know that it's not. There we go. Urea world. Nope. Navigate. Okay, there are two right here. We'll go to this one first. Sumerian world, nothing. Okay, let's go to the next one. Let's see this one over here. Infrared world. Nothing. Ooh. Ooh, some trees. Okay, we can definitely work with this. Okay. Okay, quite a few. Let's see these creatures. Okay, plant matter, which is fine. Okay, let's go after these fast ones. Okay, and one more. Two more, actually. Didn't see that one. Okay, we're gonna... There we go. Awesome. Okay, star map. Let's see. Oh, they move quite fast. Okay, I'm gonna go here quickly. Maybe there's something over there, and if there is, then we'll take it. Okay, we'll work our way out. We could be in for a bit of a surprise, although this one doesn't look very welcoming. Or is it? Oh, radioactive world. I stand corrected. And there's very little There are very little earthquakes as well. Okay. I do not see a problem with that. And you know what? We'll come back here because I think that's going to be really cool. Maybe we can explore a little bit. But I think we need to return. Okay, who are these guys?
Suddenly, I'm overcome with embarrassment. I possess the distinguished honor of addressing the legendary Earth Captain. Please excuse my lack of proper facial appliance. This occasion ideally calls me to don the expression of ultimate gratitude. Eesh! I am compelled by the forceful emanations of the Ultron to describe the appearance of the mask. Its foundation is composed entirely of a matrix of beetle secretions and trubofern, in an intricate and complex texture. The process is extremely time-consuming, since even the best-trained beetle colonies will produce 1,000 rejects for every successful foundation. Alas, it will be many years before any of the Utwig will be able to wear such a mask.
Okay, well, we are very pleased that we are of assistance in the recovery of the Ultron.
Indeed, we are in the process of reacclimating our brains to its meta-wave gyrations. Even now, we are compelled to implement a plan of interference, thwarting the goals of the Korh-Ah. We sense, through the influence of the Ultron, that these creatures of evil have goals which are mutually exclusive with our existence, and your own. Even now, aided by the intangible guidance of the Ultron, we formulate a plan that will serve to preserve the diversity in the galaxy. We prepare an armada composed of the collective might of both the Utwig and Supok's forces that will pursue the invaders with the intent of foiling their plan of doom.
Does a remarkable device suggest to us a potential course of action?
Your request is within our capabilities. One moment. Emanations from the Ultron. Orange, furry air breathes tender yawns. Yes, it all becomes clear now. You must do something with the Great Bomb. The Precursor relic we kept at Zeta Hyades 6b. It seems that this bomb must be, eaten? No. Hugged? No. Improved. That's it. The bomb must be improved to fulfill its final destiny.
We anticipate an era of glory for the Utwig. Farewell.
There is much for us to do. May the Ultron be with you.
Okay. So that's the bomb. I'm not gonna touch it. Okay, star map. Let's go back home. Let's go. Okay, Starbase Commander.
Ah, Captain, I'm glad you're back. I have some information I think you should hear. A race of plant creatures called the Supoks have arrived in your absence, Captain. They offered use of their ship designs and will supply you as many starship captains as we require. I, of course, accepted their offer immediately. Also, a small contingent of Utwig has visited. After spending a few days setting up our fabricators to build their Jugger starships and providing us with a few capable commanders, they departed. Captain, if you continue to build such strong alliances, we will surely win our battle against the Ur-Quan. Also, the Shofixti have returned.
Yes.
Their ships can now be built in our shipyards. With their vast numbers swelling our ranks, we won't have to worry about running out of able-bodied crew. And I'm sure their volunteers will reduce the cost for new crew.
Excellent. Minerals. Let's give some. Yeah.
More fuel for the fire, eh, Captain? That last load should keep it blazing.
Okay. Scientists, analyze this bomb.
The analysis reads as follows. Subject, Utwig bomb device. Data, analysis has yielded little information about this device, largely because of our technicians' unwillingness to open it or even remove the bomb from your ship. That aside, here's what we know so far. The device is correctly defined as a bomb, one of enormous destructive potential, but it's not of Utwig origin. Nothing about it relates to the technology we see in the Jugger ship. We believe it to be of late Precursor origin, though it somewhat resembles certain Chenjesu technology. Its original function? Probably a planeteering tool for dispersing unwanted moons. Summary? Unless there's a strong reason to do otherwise, do not activate this device. Leave it alone. Any experimentation should be conducted at least 12 astronomical units from this starbase, and preferably a bit further. That's the end of our scientist's report.
Goodbye, Commander.
Bring back lots of minerals, Captain.
Will do. Okay. Alright, so I think... Not yet. We're gonna... There we go. Okay, shipyard. We'll start with my ship. Excellent. Okay, I'm gonna bring this down a bit. This one as well. I'm gonna leave one of them. Okay. There we go. Excellent. And so far, I think that is it. Excellent. Let us now go to the hut. The only way we're going to do that, let's go this way. Okay, manifest device. I'm gonna go. Okay, L. That'll probably get us very close to where we need to go. I'm hoping. Okay, star map, and we're gonna go here. This is the area, I hope. There we go. Converse.
What am I seeing on the view screen? It's none other than the flattened old face of our friend the human. But, old ally, are you not knowing that we, the Yehat, are allied with the Ur-Quan now? And your presence outside the slave shield and in an armed starship are clear violations of your oath of fealty. Whatever shall we do? It just isn't the right thing to kill you, human, but as a loyal member of my clan, I must obey the wishes of our queen.
This may come as a shock, but the Shafixti are reborn.
If this is being a true thing, there will be many changes, but we are a species long wise in the ways of deceit. You must be proving these words you say, Captain. Send the Shafixti to us as a way of proof.
Alright, I'll send over the Shafixti, but don't mess with him, okay?
We're scanning the separation of a vessel from your fleet, Captain, and indeed its configuration matches that of a Shafixti scout vessel. This had better not be a trick, Captain. We are knowing the power of a glory device, and if you detonate the weapon near us, the price for you shall be dear. Very dear. The scout has docked, and we await the pilot's appearance at the airlock. The atmosphere cycle is complete. The door slides open, and... It's true! The Shafixti are alive! Look at that fat muzzle, those shining black eyes, the sweet claws! Our children have returned from oblivion! But now we are faced with the cruelest truth. We who have sacrificed our honor, we who have lain with the enemy, we are not worthy! We are nothing! We are less than nothing! But wait! We're the Spathi! We're the Yehats of the Starship Clan! We will not let this lie any longer! Listen, as I speak these words. If our queen makes the dishonorable command, then it is the queen who has no honor. And the dishonorable queen is no queen at all. We, the Zeep, are the only clan who remember the true meaning of honor. We shall tear the queen from her throne. The 2,000-year reign of the Veep queens is over. The revolution has begun!
Okay. If we can make the Punk return. Okay, let's see if we can get Kunk to maybe turn back now. Perhaps that would actually help a lot. Okay, this might be the Kunk right here.
Whoop-de-dee and Chenjesu! What a good day I am having! First, my nestmate surprises me with extra fat and spicy grabs for early meal. Then I am complimented on my fine display of ceremonial tongues. To top it off, I encounter the human friend, loved by all the Kunk. Can things get any better?
What's news?
If there was such a thing as coincidence, I would say, what's the coincidence that you should ask? As it is, everything is for a reason. Clearly you ask because you are meant to ask. Just as I am meant to tell you that there are several fine Pekunk ships waiting for you at our homeworld. Use them in good health and with love.
Okay. Adios, Pekunkles.
Goodbye, Captain. When the crystal spheres once more rotating to harmonic union, we shall meet again.
Okay. Star map. Let's use it again. Device. Okay, in order to get here, it's J. Mr. J. Okay, so it's this one over here. Okay, so we need to go to... Okay, so we're gonna go and check on the Chenjesu, which are there in the Procyon. Now, usually with this part over here, we would have the Burbix caster, which allows us to actually communicate with the Chenjesu in their slave shield world. But because we can't, we don't have it now. We are just going to use the sun device. But now we need to find out where these guys are. Now, Procyon, this is the slave shield right here. We're going to check on their ship. Okay. We have explored the interior of the starbase and found it abandoned. Computer records show that the Ur-Quan put the starbase in orbit around this world after defeating the Chenjesu and MrrnMrrm. From what we can determine, the Chenjesu and MrrnMrrm who were assigned to this base set up mindless robots to run the station, and then somehow returned to the surface of their planet, penetrating the slave shield. Further analysis of the starbase's databank show Chenjesu and MrrnMrrm were exploring synthesis schemes to create a hybrid race, half MrrnMrrm and half Chenjesu. The robots who run the starbase are armed and will not permit us to scavenge materials, so we are returning to the ship. Okay. I'm going to try the Umgar caster first to see if we can manifest device, and we're going to try the Umgar caster first. Yeah, okay.
We are the Chenjesu. We are the MrrnMrrm. We do not understand how you have penetrated the slave shield or why, but in doing so you have interrupted the process. Explain this intrusion.
Okay, we have come here to find out what you're doing down there.
Though your ship's design is unfamiliar to us, we now understand that you are of human origin, and so we will share with you our reasons for accepting the status of Ur-Quan slave. In 2135, our great alliance burned within the crucible of sentience. Though our fleets of armed starships held back the hierarchy's grotesque armada for many years, in the end, the Ur-Quan unleashed a power upon us that was so overwhelming, we knew we would be annihilated if we did not submit. This unstoppable power, this ultimate weapon, was a huge starship, an unstoppable battle platform built by the Precursors in the ancient past. Your vessel shares some similarities in design to the Ur-Quan's battle platform, which they call Samatra, meaning Great Trophy. The Samatra was many times larger than your ship and bore weapons and defensive systems that made it invulnerable to all of our technologies. It remains a mystery to us why the Ur-Quan fought us for so long without using the Samatra. But when they finally brought the ship into combat, the Samatra incinerated our finest brood home vessels from 10 times our own ship's weapon range. We had no choices beyond submission or devastation. Before the Ur-Quan arrived to accept our surrender, we sent one last message to your people. A message suggesting that your species do as we Chenjesu and MrrnMrrm plan to do. We would accept the Ur-Quan's demands and become slaves until such a time as we found a way to destroy or neutralize the Samatra.
We are struggling against the Ur-Quan. Can't you help us?
We
cannot be of any assistance now. We are in the middle of the process. I will explain. After we, Chenjesu and MrrnMrrm, were defeated by the Ur-Quan, we chose to be encased in a single slave shield on this world. As soon as the Ur-Quan departed, we began the process. We initiated a synthesis of our two species, our two cultures, one crystalline, the other purely mechanical. This process, fueled only by the radiant energy of our sun, will eventually produce a new hybrid race. And when the process is complete, we will crack the Ur-Quan slave shield and emerge from our chrysalis like a winged insect unleashed from its cocoon. Then we will be ready and capable to deal with the Ur-Quan, their battle thralls, and their dreaded Samatra.
Why can't you help us now?
The complete synthetic hybridization of the Chenjesu and the MrrnMrrm species will require approximately 35 of your Earth years. This extended duration is necessary because our synthesis mechanisms are dependent exclusively on the light of our sun for energy.
What if we could find some way to get you more energy? Would that speed things up?
What you describe is theoretically possible, but it would pose a great danger to us. The process must be executed as planned, or it may fail catastrophically. We would be destroyed.
We really need advice from you.
Our wisdom is available. Detail your need.
How do you think we can defeat the Ur-Quan?
You must find some way to destroy the Samatra. To do this, you will need a powerful weapon capable of destroying an entire planet. But that is not all. You will also require some way to distract the Ur-Quan to give you the opportunity to use the weapon.
I got this huge bomb thing from a race called the Utwig. Is it really a weapon?
The device you speak of is a huge matter antimatter bomb. If you had activated it, the weapon would have annihilated your ship and everything else within 500 kilometers. The destructive power of this weapon makes it suitable for the most important task you will ever undertake: the neutralization of the Samatra, the Ur-Quan's nearly invincible battle platform.
I borrowed a device from the Mycon. Do you know what it is?
We do not recognize this device, but it appears to be a precursor tool which can radiate a great amount of energy.
Thanks, that's enough advice for now.
Though your presence here is a painful intrusion, we will always provide advice whenever you request it, Captain.
Goodbye, Chenjesu. Goodbye, MrrnMrrm.
Goodbye, once and future ally, human. When the process is complete and we emerge from our chrysalis, I shall tell your grandchildren of our conversation this day.
Cool. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this now, because I want to see what happens when we manifest this. Let's just save it one more time, because I don't want to start the end of the game, because this is where it usually ends. Device, sun device. So we're going to use the sun device to speed up their chrysalis evolution. Hopefully it won't backfire on us.
We are free. You have flooded our synthesis mechanisms with a wealth of radiant energy. What was supposed to take decades has been accomplished in seconds. The process is incomplete, yet we have emerged.
We are the MrrnMrrm. Why have you interrupted the process?
You are the key to winning back the freedom of our alliance.
Your need must be great for you to have risked so much just to bring us from beneath the shield. We were not ready, but this is now in the past. What is done is done. You are intent on stopping the Ur-Quan. Very well. We are prepared to assist you in whatever way we can. We must first tell you that even before we were placed under the slave shield, we realized that the only way to truly defeat the Ur-Quan was to first destroy their precursor battle platform, the Samatra. This vessel was responsible for the victory of the hierarchy over the Alliance. When it was brought to bear against our worlds, we could not resist it. This must be your priority. This must be your eventual goal. We know what is necessary to achieve this end, but first we must know what you have already learned. So we will scan the databanks and logs aboard your ship. There. The process is complete. Now we can discuss what you must do. You need to locate the Ur-Quan's Samatra vessel. If you cannot find it yourself, ask those others who are near the Ur-Quan. Perhaps they will know. The Samatra is sure to be heavily guarded. To allow you to get close enough to the Samatra, you will have to create some type of diversion. You possess an antimatter bomb. This is good. But had you activated it, the device would have annihilated your ship and everything else within 500 kilometers. Even so, we will have to improve this device, magnify its power with our crystal technology. The destructive potential of this weapon will then make it suitable for the most important task you will ever undertake, the neutralization of the Samatra, the Ur-Quan's nearly invincible battle platform. Return when you have gathered the resources we have described.
You seem to have superior technology. Would you share this with us?
We will provide you with the designs for a new class of fighting ship, the Avatar, along with enough chiller to command however many vessels you may build. Avatar battleships are much more effective than our Broodhome or X-Form vessels. In competent hands, these ships can defeat any ship in space.
Can you give us further assistance now?
We cannot help you until you have gathered the necessary resources.
What can possibly distract an Ur-Quan?
In our studies, we have learned that the Ur-Quan are especially sensitive to psychic manipulation. Your best strategy would be to find a weapon of this type. Be aware that most psychic weapons are not mechanical constructs. They are usually intelligent life forms, often inimical.
Farewell. We'll be back when we've got everything we need.
We await your return.
Cool. Oh. Halide world. Nothing. Ooh. Thank you. Okay, let's go. Let's see what the humans have to say. Love the music. Love the music. Oh, okay. Here we go. And excellent. Let's see what they have to say.
Ah, Captain, I'm glad you're back. Before we proceed, I wanted you to know we've made a formal alliance with the MrrnMrrm. Their ships can now be built in our shipyards.
Minerals, very little. Next time.
I don't mean to criticize, Captain, but wouldn't it be more efficient if you could return with larger loads?
Okay,
Bring back lots of minerals, Captain.
will do, but before we do, let me make a Chimera avatar. Shipyard. Oh. Oh, the Utwig. Yeah. Excellent. And then we're going to fill it up. Nice. I'm going to put another one in. So we'll have 2 of them. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to put some fuel in the fire. Excellent. And then I'm going to change one module over here. One module. Let's see. I think I'll take a... And then I'll put a storage bay in. Okay. So now, I'm going to quickly... We have no time left. So we're going to leave it over there. In our next episode, we're going to see if we can find a way and a location for the Sumatra and a way to distract the Ur-Quan in that area. So we're going to save this game and we're going to maybe do some stuff. Allies, I'm going to call it Allies Unite 2. Because it sounds great. 2. All right. Anyway, guys, so until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.